Hey gang, this is Mike with MrNoFluff.com, and today I'm going to show you how I turned $75 into $350 gang. Okay, so but at the same time I made one major mistake in there, but I was still able to multiply my money multiple times, multiple folds. Okay, so how did I turn this $75 into $350? Well, I bought this Breezer bike, which is a hybrid bike, um, and all I did is I washed it. I took great pictures of it, and then I put it on Craigslist and Facebook and OfferUp in 5 miles, and waited for a buyer to contact me. And then when the buyers contacted me, I told them to come pick it up at a Starbucks, and I met them, and they gave me the cash for it. Okay, uh, now, but I did make some mistakes on this deal, and we'll get into it. How did I find this deal? So first I sold the deal, and the way I sold it was online. And how did I find this deal? Well, I also find this deal totally for free online. So what I'm about to show you right now is how to find uh, deals for 50 bucks, 75 bucks, 100 bucks, okay, and then turn around and sell these deals for 250, 300, 500, 600, depends on the deal. Now I've done a lot of deals where I've documented myself on my YouTube channel where I've turned 100 bucks into 700, 900, 1,000 bucks, etc. So make sure you go watch it. But unfortunately, on this deal, I was only able to take 75 bucks into 350 bucks, which is still an amazing deal, but that's not what I call a home runner. Maybe a three baser. Okay. So now, how did I find this deal? It's a very good question. I found this deal online, and the seller was asking a really expensive price, like most sellers are, right? Like over $500. So I give them my offer, and the seller said no. And then when they say no, I have another set of offers that I copy and paste and gift it to him that allows him to come back to me. And so what happens is, a few weeks later, he messaged me, says, "Come pick up the bike," okay, um, because I offered him very low price for the bike. Now, if you're wanting to get the exact offer that I give to be able to buy these bikes at such a deep discount, then consider downloading my course below. There's a link below. And I basically have copy and paste offer letters that you just copy and paste and give it to these sellers. Why does it work? Does my offers work? Because I have over 20 plus years of giving offers and negotiating, from entrepreneurship as in a moving company, in a real estate brokerage firm that I've owned, my moving company that I've owned, where I bought houses for cash. So I've taken all those years of experience and I made it into an offer letter, which is a copy and paste job. So I don't have to even read. I just copy, send the offer. Whatever they say, I just copy and send the next offer. Even if they tell me to go F myself, or if they tell me they're not interested, in a nice, polite way, etc. It's just a step-by-step process. So I've systemized it, and you can get that in my course. Okay, so I give the seller offer. He said no. Majority of sellers are always going to say no. It's just common practice. They're going to say no. We're all conditioned to say no. No one's going to want to sell their property at a deep discount. Now, one of the major ingredients that I left out is that I bought this guy's property, or his bicycle, at a deep discount. Okay, I bought it at a deep discount. The bike is worth 400 to 500 bucks because it had hydraulic disc brakes, it has so on and so on, locking out, shocking system, upgraded derailleurs, etc. However, what I do is I buy the properties at a deep discount, and you can get that in my offer letters, how to get that in my course, how to find these people. And also I turn around and I sell it at a discount, so it moves really fast, because this deal, it didn't sell lightning fast, what I call warp speed. Now warp speed is usually like in 24 hours or less, but it sold in less than 7 days. Okay, the bicycle sold. I keep saying property because I've been a real estate investor all my life, so I'm always thinking property, property, property. Okay, so excuse me. Now, why did I create this course that I'm talking about, flipping bikes? Because I wanted my real estate students to do a business so they can learn about real estate and have success, because real estate is very complex. And many people spend a lot of money and they fail at it. So I want them to be able to understand how to find deals, because if you can't find a deal like a bicycle and buy it at a deep discount, well, flipping houses is exactly the same thing. You got to find these deals. If you can go inspect the property, right, and then you're going to be able to carry that skills to real estate. If you can go negotiate, sell, take good pictures, write a good description, all those are going to help you sell your property if you decide to become a real estate investor. But most importantly, it teaches my students to build capital with only risking 50 bucks, 100 bucks, 75 bucks, in this case 75 bucks. Now, let's go back talking about inspection. When I bought this bike, I don't know if you guys can notice that this has hydraulic disc brakes. Okay, it not only has disc brakes, it has hydraulic disc brakes. But notice that it doesn't have that in the back. Okay, notice that it doesn't have that in the back. You know, it's missing the disc brakes. Well, when I went and inspected this bike, I was, it was dark, and I was like, I quickly went through it, but I wasn't thorough. I didn't do my due diligence 100%. And so in return, I got a bike that had a bad rim, right? And the seller had replaced it with a different rim, but this rim was not disc compatible, so he didn't put the rim on, the disc brakes on there. And so what happened is that this bike didn't have rear disc brakes, only front disc brakes, okay? And so I got stuck with the limit. But even though that it was a limit, it really wasn't I turned it into a lemonade, because I could still sell this bike. It was still functional. It just didn't have rear disc brakes. So I sold it at an even more of a discount, because I could probably got $500 for this bike, because the time that I sold this, we were in the COVID-19 pandemic, and there was a supply shock of bicycle shortages because of, everyone staying at home. They want to go do physical activity. On top of that, we had the tariffs going on, which decreased the supply. So I was able to sell it very, very quickly, even though that it had damage. And I didn't fix it, because what I don't do is I don't buy bikes to fix it up. A, I don't know how to do it. B, I don't want to spend the time to do it. I'm not a fix and flipper, right? I like to buy pretty bikes, and this bike was a very pretty bike. If you can look at it, everything was great, but only this rim was messed up, and this seller didn't disclose it to me, right? That it was messed up, and I quickly examined it, because the bike was so new that I felt like everything else is in good shape, right? Because everything was like spanking new on this bike. Not even a scratch on it, just that bad rim back there. It had great systems on it, like I said, and to buy it for such a small price, 75, I knew I could at least sell it for 500. I ended up selling for 350, guys. Okay, which is like over 300% of my money. Okay. Anyway, so now we talked about how I found this deal. I talked about the mistake that I made, and even though I still made a mistake, I was still able to profit from it. Maybe not 600%, but I was able to profit from it 350%, which is amazing, because I can't do that in Bitcoin today. I can't do that in gold. I can't do that in real estate. And this is what I talk about: velocity of money. I could take 100 bucks, make 350. Put another 100 bucks, 350. 100 bucks, 700. 100 bucks, 500, and constantly do that, and build my chips. And these chips that I build, then I can reinvest it into self-educational courses, or I can invest it into real estate, or I can invest it in gold and silver, I can invest it into Bitcoin. But now I'm using house money through a side hustle versus my own life money, because this took a very small amount of time to do this. I give the offers right through my computer, and I had to just go pick it up and then sell it, meet the buyer. Very small amount of time to make a decent chunk amount of money. Most people don't even make that in a day, but they work in 8 hours. They got to sit in traffic to go do all that stuff. So bicycle hustle is what I call the six-figure best side hustle, because you don't need any special tools. On this, I didn't need anything. All I needed is water, soap, and towel, camera, and write a good description, because I had to take good pictures. Okay, that's all I do. I buy these bikes. Sometimes I make mistakes, but I'm still able to be profitable even when I do make mistakes, because I buy it at a deep discount. And that's what I teach you in my courses, to find these deals at a deep discount. And then where to go find them, and how to talk to them, how to do all this stuff, how to inspect the property or the bicycle, so you don't get, if I had followed my own book advice, which 99% of the times I do, but sometimes the bike looks so amazing that I kind of like skimmed through it, and the consequence was that I didn't lose any money. I didn't make as much as money that I wanted, which is a great life example if you're bringing it into real estate, because if you skim on an idea, then it can cost you hundreds and thousands of dollars, where in a bike I may have lost $100, $150, where I could charge more, but I didn't, because I sold it even below a discount just to move fast. Okay? All right, gang, thanks for watching. If you're interested in getting my course, there's a link below. If you got value in this video, please click the like button. It helps out the algorithm. And let me know your thoughts below. If you had any success in this flipping bikes because of all the videos I've made, share them with me, okay? I'd love to hear your success stories. I'll make a video, put it online. I'd love to hear about it because it motivates me, and I know I'm doing the right thing. Peace, guys.